A very warm welcome this morning, especially if you're new among us or visiting. If you are new, we'd love to have your contact details so that we can be in touch and assure you of a very warm welcome into the life of our church. Please do pray for our church nominators, David Voss, John Butterworth and Chris Ivey, as they begin the work on searching for a new minister for our church. Now, a parish profile, which would inform a new minister about the life and character of our church, will be available by the end of this week, and we will let you know when that's ready. But please pray as they put that together that it will have a great impact and really tell a great story about the life of our church. And please do pray that the Lord would show them who He wants to be the new minister of our church. There are some prayer points that you could use towards praying for a new minister on our website, and I pray that you might take those up and use them. A great reminder of our supper dance coming up on the 18th of October. There'll be details to follow, but please mark the date out now. And finally, our mission partner today is the work of the Bush Church Aid Society, providing ministry right around Australia in very remote and difficult areas, mining areas and grazing areas, farming, etc., where it's really tough to do ministry and hard to support financially. Here's a reminder that the Bush Church Aid Society has been doing this work in Australia now for 100 years.
This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Bush Church Aid Society. Throughout those years, ministry to Australia's Indigenous peoples has played a major role. BCA was set up to minister to white settlers and townspeople, but it didn't take long for the missioners to realise that Aboriginal people formed a large part of many of their parishes. It did take some time, though, to completely understand that Aboriginal people wanted to minister, as well as to receive the ministry of others. Over those 100 years, BCA has been involved at Bimbadeen College in Cootamundra in New South Wales and at Noongalina College in Darwin. BCA has had a hand in training Aboriginal preachers and pastors. In 2017, the Reverend Neville Naden was called by God to become BCA's first ever Indigenous Ministry Officer. His task is to see Indigenous ministry move from being a mission field to a mission force. Together with his wife Kathy, Neville travels to speak at conferences, to meet and identify talented young Indigenous men and women, and to encourage them into ministry. He wants to reach Indigenous Australia for Christ. Neville Naden and BCA, going the distance.
Well, please take up the work of the Bush Church Aid Society in your prayers this week. And if you can, contribute generously on your way out in the mission box or the mission bowl, or tap and go at Peridgian and Tewantin. And that way we can show that we are genuine mission supporters for the marvellous work of the Bush Church Aid Society. Please do join us for tea and coffee after the service.